Okay, so this is Genius CP tail boom repair, Mini CP Genius CP tail boom repair, um, part 2. Now I've glued the tail boom back together now, so it's got its stiffness back, but it's glued and it's been glued, and so it probably isn't quite as strong as it was when it was stuck. So now what I'm going to do is reinforce it. Now I did one thing. While in between the videos, I used a small burr and I removed the glue just from the end of the tail boom to make sure that it does indeed fit, in the frame, secure enough and deep enough. Because once you put the glue on the tail boom, it won't fit in the hole anymore. So then I use a small burr, or you can use a small file down the tail boom at the end, just a tiny bit, so that it's back to its normal size, so it'll fit in the hole. So I've done that already. So now all we need is a piece of heat shrink tubing. So what we do with this is we simply insert it on, like so. And I move it to the right position. And then is the tricky part. And you take some glue. See a glue, and you only want one drop at the top. And you really want a small drop, so be careful. Just a little bit at the top. And that's going to go down the shaft now. And then you want another drop at the bottom. Okay. So now we just let the glue work its way down a little bit. Now I'm going to wipe the excess off because this stuff catches on fire. I wipe the excess off and I just use a cigarette lighter, heat up the heat shrink tubing, make it shrink. When you do that, some of the glue will come out at the end. You can wipe the excess off. I tell you though, do not use too much glue. If you use too much glue, the heat shrink, the glue will set inside before you can use the cigarette lighter. And the boom will be all bumpy and not looking very nice. So, my lighter is not very good here. Okay, and then I might even clean it off a little bit after. And all I have left to do now is just, again, use my little burr and get the glue, whatever glue went on to the end there, off of the carbon fiber. Okay, so this end is ready. That's for the tail. And I can install the tail on there, nice and tight. There you go. And then on this end I will do the same thing. Remove the bit of glue that I just put on there. And there you go. It's done. It's ready to, basically you can wire it up, put a motor on and use it. There you go. That's what it looks like. And it's actually, let me show you. It's actually, let me pull it out. Oh, I can do it in here. It's actually stiffer. Once you put the glue inside the heat shrink here, it really, the whole boom gets real stiff. And I didn't push it in all the way in. Now I don't want to make it too hard to pull it out. But you see here, it's good to measure it right so you don't have a gap like this. Well, you don't have a gap like this where the heat shrink stops. It's nice to maybe have it all the way out. I did it quick.